idea. All the bikes end up in the middle of the junction. Good morning, welcome back to On The Road Adventure, and look at these babies sat outside our hotel room waiting for us today. Yamaha PG1 Honda CT125. These have to be the world's smallest adventure bikes, and I have to say I'm really excited to get outside and find these and take them for a ride again. After yesterday, we took these for a good 130 kilometers, and we both come to the conclusion at the end we couldn't decide which is best, and we can't decide who's going to ride which one this morning. We love them both.
It's almost like you need a fusion with the favourite things from one and the second one, and then, but I
think you're right, and I think that's why they're so popular, because you can create that fusion. I was online last night looking at all the aftermarket parts and things, and yeah, there's numerous websites for both of them. So you can create it exactly as you want, and I think that's why people love them so much.
Yeah, I can definitely see how you can put so much money into them.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. They look like a bargain on the face of it, but you'll end up spending a fortune on them.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we are just south of Chiang Rai, something like that, and we intend to ride these to the northernmost parts of Thailand. So jump on the bikes, come with us. We are off on an epic one today, and there's some really cool stops for things we want to show you. We can't wait to get going. First leg of the day then, I have the mighty Honda CT125. Eva's gone for the Yamaha. Must be a gear here somewhere. There's neutral. Here we go. Well, I think we lucked out last night at this little room. 1DD, bed and breakfast. I did find out this morning though that there was breakfast provided, and we missed the boat on that one.
Well, I told you there was breakfast, you forgot, and I wasn't hungry in the morning, so I didn't remember about it.
Win some, lose some. Well, speaking of breakfast, our little bikes need to start the day with a full tank of fuel, so let's fill their little bellies as well. They only got about 5 litres each, but I was reading online last night that they'll actually do close to 200 miles to a tank, which is very impressive. That's pretty much the same fuel range as the Africa Twins, but you know, a fraction of the cost. I bet they don't do 200 miles on a tank, not with us on it, surely. A good old PTT station for everything you need of a morning. Always good coffee here, petrol, 7-Eleven. What more can you ask for? Hopefully some 91. That's 95 this side.
Do we need 91?
I don't know. Let's put 95 in. Let's not muck around. Alright, any idea how to get your petrol tank open?
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
I know.
Let's have a look for mine then. Yeah, same story I think. I can't stop looking at these little bikes, you know. I know I fall in love with every bike I ride, but I really want one.
They're really cool, but I still like big bikes.
I do. I don't get me wrong, I don't want it instead of a big bike, but definitely as well as. I'd love to have one to customise it and put big fat knobbly tyres on, and yeah, camo green. Awesome.
How much? 230. So my bike took 130 baht worth of fuel and Rich's took 100. And we have noticed yesterday that my Yamaha uses up a little bit more fuel. Or it's got a smaller tank, I'm not sure. Eva!
Nice to meet you. Where's your helmet?
Ah! Well, good luck. Maybe see you in Chiang Rai. Yeah, good food. See ya.
Ah, nice guy. So we just we're leaving on our bikes, and a fella come in on a scooter, and he asked us he asked us about his scooter. He had absolutely no idea what the light was on his bike, and it was just his long lights, his high beam on the dash.
Hey, we're going the wrong way.
No, we're not.
Are we not?
Worryingly, the guy didn't know anything about oil changes, and neither one of them had any gear or anything, but they were nice people. They were from Turkey, so we're talking about food and Turkish eggs and things, and how we'd like to go there. Right, we're going to do a U here. Yeah, it's very worrying how you can just come out here and hire a scooter and get on these roads with no experience or training whatsoever. I mean, you would think that the fella at least hiring the scooter to you would check whether you have a license and at least show you round, you know, the controls and what it does, you would think. But Thailand is very much, there isn't so much health and safety here. You can pretty much do as you please, but you are responsible for yourself and the consequences of your mistakes. Our Turkish friends just caught up with us again. Up near Chiang Rai, more and more big bikes, specifically Harleys like the one going to pass me now. Very cool. Clearly the north here is far more popular with the big bikes. There's definitely more of a scene here, and we've noticed that people are greeting us on the big bikes now as well. Perhaps this is a favourite area for Westerners to move to and bring their bikes and live here. Looks like the fantastic twisty roads are starting to appear again. That might explain the increase in bikes in this area. I'm so happy to be on this Honda. It is so much better than the scooter we've been riding the last few weeks. This is much more me. You would never believe that a half-size bike like this would be so comfortable, but I'm telling you, I am feeling like I'm sat on any other full-size motorbike. Nice big wide handlebars and a really comfortable riding position. And the suspension is pretty damn good as well. Maybe it's all relative from the previous scooter I've been riding for some time, but this thing is just excellent. Value for money here in Thailand if you could buy one of these. This thing's got to be unbeatable. Catching that Harley up the pass some time ago. I think that is a rather old Sportster. I'm not certain. Makes a very pretty noise. That is something you have to give Harley Davidsons. That sound of a V-twin rumbling along at low speed is just unbeatable. Oh, CT125 is coming into its own on these rough roads. I'm dying to find an old track somewhere or something, or a gravel road we can go play around with on these. That's the thing about these small off-roading style bikes, is that they will encourage you to muck around, but you'll have so much fun doing it, and it's harmless fun because you can't really get into trouble with this sort of power or the weight of the bike. Really, you can drop it and pick it up over and over again, and this thing will be just fine.
Not sure what's the purpose of this, but we're guessing it's to keeping the dust down. Oh, I would love to drive into that water now. Well, it is working, and Thailand is very dusty, and I can, when I put the lip balm on my lips every few miles, it's like a scrub because I've got a lot of dust on my lips. I bet there is a lot of lung-related disease, and not from smoking, but from the air quality.
I nearly always ride with my visor open. I don't advise anybody does that, obviously, but I do. I always have done. But here, the visor's got to be shut, otherwise you're going to get crap in your eye in no time. And to be honest, I imagine breathing this stuff in day out probably isn't going to do much good either. It must be bike ride out day today. That's like the second
today
club
it's
we've seen now.
Saturday.
Yeah, I think Saturday over here is the big biking day. I remember coming across that once before on a Saturday, and we saw lots more bikes out. Clearly, There are a lot of big bikes here in this country. They must be Saturday toys. Oh, we're going to get a shower. You're going to get wet. Cover your camera.
Oh no.
You look so damn cool on that bike. I can't help but look over and feel envious, and then I remember that I'm sat on one that's equally as cool. I wonder what it is about these that make them so likeable. Maybe it's just because we don't see them very often and they're a little bit different to everything else.
We just turned off the main road because that was leading up to the national road number 1, which is sort of like a motorway, and we picked this alternative route. So I noticed in Thailand, the more numbers the road has, the more rural it is. So this one is 4 numbers. I don't remember the road number, but it's a road leading up to the White Temple from sort of Chiang Rai area. And it's so much better to be here. I just prefer it so much more. It's more quiet, more scenic. Enjoying this a lot.
What's even more amazing about these roads with 4 numbers, as Eva said, they seem to be the better ones through the villages. But just look how good this road surface is. I think these areas are so pretty. We just love trundling through the villages, and it gives you more time to look around and see what's going on. We've seen so many fruits for sale. Saw a load of pineapples for sale just now, and some of them are only about as big as my fist. Bananas in the trees and all sorts of things. It's really cool. This road's been an absolute gem coming this way. It was so worthwhile staying off that main road and coming through the villages. Wow, look at that. Somebody's getting through the white paint. Oh, it's stunning.
This whole temple was built in 1997 by a local guy who designed it all and funded out of his own money, and he believes by building this temple it will grant him an eternal place in heaven.
So there was an original temple here before?
Yes, there was an original, but they didn't have money to fix it, so they just built this one around it, I guess.
Fair play to the guy, he's done a banging job, I say.
It's beautiful.
So this is the temple entrance, and the idea is you have to walk past all of these hands and skulls showing purgatory leading up to the amazing temple.
Keep walking. Please keep walking.
This temple is just really, really beautiful. It's white, which is different to most temples you'll see, and also it's to the region of Chiang Rai. They've got a lot of white lanterns wherever you go, and it's sort of like their color here, which is quite nice to have a white temple. And in the sunshine, it just reflects the sun, because the white paint is built in with a little bit of glass, so it just reflects the sun. It is really, really beautiful in here, but this is like the most visited place in Chiang Rai, meaning it's always busy, and you've got some voice announcements along certain parts of the temple, just saying to people, keep moving, do not stop. And everybody wants to have a picture, so it can be quite stressful. Busy is this?
It is really busy here. You've got to spend a minute to find a quiet corner and enjoy it while you can. But wow, like it's one of those things you can't stop staring at it. Every tiny small piece of glass has been put in this building. It reflects the sun beautifully. And because everything's white, it just stands out. And yeah, the water features and everything, and the fish in the lake, amazing. Not just the temple here, there's various art exhibitions and things that's been created, including this amazing water feature. We've never seen one like it. Ava's found a string, give it a pull. Pull it and let it go so it resonates. Yeah, that away. That's the music.
That one doesn't work.
This has to be the most impressive and random water feature I have ever seen. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, followed up by aliens.
I just got 2 tickets to the Cave of Art.
And what is the Cave of Art?
I don't know, but I know one thing.
Yeah.
It will be cool inside.
Yeah, let's go and have a look. Things are getting a little bit weird in here.
This is like a weird nightmare from which you cannot wake up.
This is another one of those situations where we got ourselves into something which we don't really understand.
It's an art cave, so nobody understands it.
That is a fair point, yeah. It is as weird as it is wonderful. It never ceases to amaze me just how much effort goes into creating these places. Imagine how long it takes just to carve and make one of these individual fishes. This place is huge.
I'm really hot, and the cave is not cold. It's not a proper cave, but it's impressive.
It's definitely not a real cave, is it? I was trying to figure out what this is. I think it's like a plaster or something all this has been created out of.
Must be.
So impressive. Some things are just too good to resist.
In the middle here, you got the gold temple, which represents the body, and the things we cared about the most, like the material goods and the gold, the riches and stuff like that. And all the other white buildings represent the mind, the spiritual.
They said it's a fish food pickup point. You put your coin in and it delivers the food. And look how much fish food it gave us. I want to see the size of these fish. Got a bucket of the stuff.
Okay, let's see how fast the fish will come here. What is this? I know the name in Polish, I think.
I think it looks like a giant catfish or something. There's a few big carps in there. Ugly bastards, isn't they?
There's hundreds of them.
You know the name of that one? It's Nelly.
Nelly.
It's not very often that me and Eva stop to do the touristy thing and walk around, but I have to say that really was worthwhile, not just because of the amazing white temple, but the really strange things that were surrounding it as well. I really like the cave stuff. Well, time to leave the amazing temple behind. We have booked a night in the accommodation about an hour and 20 minutes from here north. It is almost at the most northern point of Thailand. We're pushing our luck a little bit to get there before it's dark tonight. Hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So nice to be back on the bike now. It has been proper hot walking around there. The sun's starting to go down now as the evening comes, and that's probably my favourite time of day.
We're leaving the temple, and just shortly after we've got this beautiful bridge, and also I start seeing mountainous region in the background here ahead of us, so hopefully there's more twisties waiting for us. Oh wow, this is just so pretty over the river.
Well, it looks like those twisty roads in the hills aren't gonna come. We've got 36 kilometers left on this #1 road, but it has to be said, this bike's chilling at 90 kilometers an hour. It's not screaming, it's not vibrating. I am very comfortable sat here, and we're still faster than most of the traffic on the road. Absolutely amazing what 10 horsepower will do for you. We're just approaching one of the checkpoints, and somebody told me in one of our previous videos when we're talking about these that they're actually drug checkpoints because we're so close to the border of Burma, and there's a drug that they've been bringing in flooding the country, and it's causing them big problems here, so that's what they're using. I forget the name of the drug.
Do you think we're gonna get stopped this time?
Nah, I would imagine we look like too much like tourists, surely. Helmets and all, there's not much opportunity for fines, you would hope.
Oh, there is always something, don't worry. Oh, no luck this time, we have to go.
We are getting close now to the hotel that we booked for the evening. The closer we get though, the more concerned I become. We've eaten a 7-Eleven cheese toastie today, and opportunities for an evening meal again are looking very slim. We did make it before dark though, with some banana trees there.
Oh yeah, maybe get a banana.
Yeah, I'll take a bunch of bananas, that'll do. We've arrived at some sort of holiday resort situation, which looks very nice. I bet there ain't a restaurant now. This is a resort and spa hotel according to Google. We need to find, oh there's lights and stuff over here. And people, there might be food.
Oh, that looks like a restaurant, look.
That does look like a restaurant.
Or two. And a coffee shop.
Oh, there's people and stuff. Oh, maybe some sort of event on. We're going to get fed, I reckon. I'm feeling optimistic. What a strange place in the middle of nowhere. We're surrounded by fields and farms just now, and it looks like somebody's built an entire little resort town here.
I think it's a wedding. Look at the chairs and everything.
Oh yeah, we rocked up somebody's wedding. There must be food at a wedding. There must be, surely.
I spoke to the reception, they gave me the room key. We're just following the staff to the room.
Well, the good news is we're being moved away from all the noise from the wedding thing. It says stick the bikes here. It's going to be nice and quiet here. It looks lovely here. I'm feeling optimistic. And Eva says there's a restaurant that's open till 10. And it does ham, egg and chips, sausage and mash, cottage pie. Yeah, must do. Must do. I'm a lucky sort of bloke like that.
That looks quite cool, doesn't it?
Well, I think we've lucked out with the room here today. I say room, it's like a little small house, isn't it?
It's okay. It's just a really, really hard bed again.
It is, every night standard, yeah.
If you have a back problem, good luck.
Yeah, it is a consistent problem here in Thailand, the rock hard beds, but what can you do? Hopefully though, we have been told there's a restaurant here, and that is my main priority right now. So let's go
hope
see.
They make some good food.
I'm sure they do. Have a look at this one, living the dream with a mocktail.
Yeah.
I am so happy right now. The menu is written in English and there are so many options. We actually struggled to choose what it was that we wanted.
Thank you.
Very happy man. Well, I think something might have got a little bit lost in translation there, but a singular fried egg has turned up with a bowl of chips. And I'm not going to complain, that is an excellent start. The situation is improving at a rapid rate. That's the chicken stir fry I was hoping for, with some cashew nuts. And Eva wanted to try a local dish. This is some Northern Thai sausage.
Yes. Sausage is really good, really Thai and really spicy. I also went for red curry, Northern style. We're just walking back from the restaurant and we went to this little local shop right outside the gate. And on the way to our hotel room, we found a baby snake. But it's dead, I think. I'll show you, but I don't want to get too close to it. Fuck off. It's dead though.
He's definitely brown bread, but it is worrying. They are definitely here.
How do you feel about sleeping in your little shack tonight? Another one!
Okay, now. Yeah, that's something new to worry about, isn't it?
New?
Well, yeah, we worried about it right since the start.
It's funny how many we've seen, and everyone else we spoke to, they were like, I've seen none. I've lived here 1 year and I've seen none.
Everybody told us they've been to Thailand. So, have you seen
lie.
any snakes? No, we have seen no snakes. It's almost a daily occurrence where we are.
So if you are on social media, you would have seen there is a video of a massive boa constrictor thing.
Oh, it's a Burmese python, and they reckon it had a dog. It's huge.
Yeah, it's massive. It was all over the news and that. What's the reality? Snakes could be anywhere. And we've heard that in Bangkok even, which is a massive city with thousands of people, they go into the rafters and stay in the roof and
apparently they get so big, they get so heavy, they'll fall through people's roofs into the room, and that's the first people know about that they're there.
Okay, on that note, we're going to bed. So please subscribe and we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully no more snakes, okay?
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.